morning show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls from the bears. Hello, hello, it's Rangers Radio. Hello, hello, this is the phone-in show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Well, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on a panel tonight is JFK and Bridgeman. Evening, gents.
Evening, Ox here. Evening, Bridgeman.
Well, can I say a big good evening to you guys in the panel? Massive good evening to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and a big welcome to Rangers Radio.
Numb's a word I would use as far as football is concerned. I know there's more important things going on in the world and more important things going on in people's lives, but as far as my football club is concerned, so I'm just numb. I think I might even be past the angry stage, JFK. I've got to be honest with you.
I think probably the angry stage has gone, mate. I'd agree with that. It is still feeling numb, you know. You try to read as much as you can after what happened, and it still doesn't make any sense to me. You know, what I'm reading and what I'm hearing, and it's a numb feeling. That's a good way to put it, mate. I just can't believe what's happening to my team, and it's disgusting. Bunch of cowards. Bunch of lazy players, and they need to stand up and be counted for the rest of the season, and that's all we're asking for them. We know second place.
I think there's no way back for some of them going forward, mate. It's getting to that stage.
Oh, definitely, I agree with that. But that'll be up to the manager if he still keeps picking his favourites. Then
it's a hard thing to get people out the door, you know. And obviously, finances kick into play. Well, you maybe have to play somebody just to keep their value up, maybe even though you don't want to, you know, which is madness, but that's modern football for you. Bridge, numb, is that fair, mate?
I think it's probably good. It's probably as good as you're going to get. I'm raging. I'm absolutely raging. I thought that I watched my team for the God knows how many thousandth time. I watched him there, and I didn't like the manager did a couple of previous weeks ago. He didn't recognise any football players on the park. Really and truly. I mean, seriously bad it was. It took me back to the sort of Warburton just before Warburton came in, and we were playing third sort of championship and second division football and things like that. We were just dreadful. We couldn't play the ball sometimes. But my God Almighty, how did the mighty have fallen? Second top of the league, 2 points behind them, and a game in hand. Less than 3 months ago, 2.5 months, or less than 2.5 months now. Unbelievable. And we couldn't kick our own bum.
It's about 6 weeks ago, mate.
Well, yeah, 6 weeks. You know, It's just unbelievable. I'm sorry, you know, it's everybody in the Copeland rear were astounded. We now, I have to be fair and say, I never saw from the distance that we were looking up the pitch, we never saw everything, but the wee bit that I've seen, one of the guys put a wee video in, and we managed to see the mistake. And it looked to me like the mistake was initially Tavernier, and he's letting the ball go past him. And that's what it looked like. And to Golson, and he turns away thinking Golson's got it.
There was two
Golson fell over himself. Sorry?
There was 2 errors before that. The effort
yes.
Barisic for trying to broke the cross was poor. Kamara's clearance was poor.
Shocking.
Tavernier done a lovely dummy, put his mate in trouble. Yeah. And that's fair enough, it happens. And then his mate decides that he thinks he's
he can play football. Yeah.
You know? And he'll dribble the ball at the defence.
I like the way you put your name in there, pal. Thinks he's an Hogstair.
No,
seriously, that's nobody ran about me. We just couldn't believe it. We never even shouted it initially. We saw it going in, and we just went silent. You know, what was that? What? Oh no! And then they started. Well, they're not going to get themselves up. And you know the worst thing, I know that Tav took a wee kick, or he got a wee kick on the right hand side when he was moving up, and I thought it was a Stonewall free kick for Rangers, maybe a booking for them, but he never got it, and he was limping, and I thought the manager would have took him off and stuck on a sub, you know, at that point in time, but he didn't. It must have been maybe 5 minutes before he got subbed, you know?
When with 10 men. And you know what happened? Golson kept getting him with the ball. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Exactly, because he wasn't thinking anything other than that's the way they were playing. The first half, that's the way they were playing. And they get through once. That's all they got through once the whole game. I thought Golson did very well and Tab beside him from a defensive perspective, moving the ball up. When he got up to there, he put dangerous crosses in. No, that never happened.
He's crossing last night. He was taking it early. Maybe that's because he's maybe low in confidence. And he's crossing last night, particularly in the first half. Sure. I think he put it in the park twice, JFK.
Yeah. Aye. His all-round game last night was very, very poor. There has been accusations made that he was feigning injury to be taken off Tavernier, so I'm not going to call him a cheat. I've never called a Rangers player a cheat. Call him lazy or whatever. I think you can get away with that. But
I think we need to give him a benefit of the doubt. You know.
I agree with you. I know. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people saying, "No, he's a cheat. He come off and he wasn't injured."
We're going to have to get you off that internet, mate. Look, I'll tell you again. Half the woman on there, I'm the woman.
No. Listen, I was driving and I was listening to it. It was Radio Snide, and there was 4 Rangers fans come on and said,
I'll tell you again. Half the Rangers fans that phone there.
No, I know that.
These guys,
but I know what you're saying.
And JFK, they used to phone up there.
Right, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't call him a cheat. You know, I think that's anybody that calls a Rangers player a cheat, it's below the belt. But
whatever you think of Tavernier, whatever you think of him as a player, as a captain, you can't say that he's ever hidden, apart from the last few months where maybe he could have took some penalty kicks. He's never hidden, he's always played.
Totally 100% agree with you. But I mean, his crossing the ball was poor. Maybe that, as you say, that was, he didn't have the confidence to do what he wanted to do with the ball, and that was disheartening. You know, just a shocking performance all around him. Followed obviously by Golson and Katic.
I thought Edmondson was really, really poor last night, particularly in the second half. He never won a ball. He never won one ball in the air. Did no bad on the ground, admittedly. But
that's 2 games in a row. He's no won a heater.
He's no won a ball in the air. I'm saying that. These are the difficulties your manager's got. When you look at that and you say, how can we get these people to play together, talk to each other, understand each other, and at the same time try and play football? And it seems to be impossible.
I've liked that boy. What he's got a bit of pace, a bit of digging, he can pass a ball. But what we have discovered is that he's no great in the air defensively. And also the fact is he's no quick in the turn, mate. He's got a big turning circle.
Yeah. You need to be slim to be able to turn quick, don't you? You really do. You need to be wiry guy for turning very quick in our game. I have to say, not just me, I wasn't alone, and I dare say loads of guys on here were disappointed in him. He still tries his best, there's no doubt about that, but he was very poor. He was very poor against a really, really, like an amateur side. Hamilton Accies were like an amateur side last night. They didn't offer anything in the first half at all, nothing at all. And you know, when they changed around in the second half, I think we went to sleep. I think our team actually went to sleep from the midfield back.
There's something wrong with the attitude, mate. We don't start quick enough. We don't put people on their trip. There's too big a gap between the midfield and the forwards. There's nobody in the box. I mean, there was crosses put in last night for Tav. All right, they might not be great, but the only guy in the box at times was even Morelos, because even the boy for the Hibs was outside the box, you know, and there's something wrong with our system. But we're a team void of confidence, and it's been very, very hurtful to watch, JFK.
Well, of course it's hurtful to watch, but it doesn't make it any better when our captains come out and actually basically telling us all that they don't have the ball. You know, that
was a bit naive, wasn't it?
I couldn't believe that. I mean, when I was told about it, and then I managed. I mean, it's all right, as you say, reading things online, but I wanted to see it in the programme, and I got a audio programme a day for somebody, and they showed me it, and they said, "Look, there, it's there." Why would a Rangers captain turn around and have printed in the Rangers official programme that basically were a team of bottlers when somebody comes in that has a go at us, we've no got the nouns for it. What does that tell us? I mean, are we just all dafties that want to pay our money and just watch guys like Tavernier bottle it?
You know, it's like a suicide football letter. You know, that's what it's like. I want my career to die. I'll just write this and I'll put it out. And the Rangers fans will read it and kill me. My career, that is. You know, my goodness. James Tavernier, very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Yeah, and he keeps playing the golden child. You know, he's got to be dropped at some point. Again, Goldson, isn't it? He's a golden child.
Goldson, right? Okay.
Aye, it doesn't matter what he seems to do. I mean, Tavernier's cost us 6 or 7 goals this season alone, and probably 3 or 4 last season with his mistakes. But Goldson for me is a nightmare at times, more than a nightmare, and that proved last night. Him and Tav were all over the place. Just bring the big boy in, Patterson, for Tav on Sunday. And I think I've got to wait for the gaffer to give me a call, and I'll play in place of Goldson. Because I tell you what, I got a day better than him, and I'm 20 stone nearly.
He had a dreadful second half. I thought he did not too bad in the first half, to be honest. But we're not playing anybody, and they should be playing far better than they are, for sure. Sorry, pal.
Under no pressure, but I think the goal we lost was absolutely shocking. But the midfield and the forwards had a lot of time to score a goal, and we've not scored a goal in 2 games against the bottom 2 teams in the country.
Aye, but that's it in a nutshell, Oxshire. No, we've played the two bottom teams. Well, okay, they've swapped positions there the last couple of weeks, but we can't beat them.
We can blame the defence for losing a goal, but we've not actually scored a goal.
No. Look, the damning statistic is since that we come back for the start of the winter break, in the league alone, we've scored 9 goals and the puddle drinkers have scored 28. You know, that tells you a lot. I mean, I'm not trying to compare them with us, but what I'm saying is we're not scoring goals. They might have French Eddie and the wee Thumbhead and that, but they're still banging goals in. And results like last night, they're struggling and they still get the result. I mean, I wouldn't mind so much if we were struggling and getting a decent result now and again, but we're just playing that poor. Everybody's playing poor. You maybe have 1 or 2. What I can't understand is I read the gaffer's assessment, and I actually used the word that he thought that Stephen Davis was magnificent. Now, I thought maybe I was reading something different.
He was your best player by a distance.
He wasn't magnificent, no.
No.
And he thought
he was your best player by a distance, mate, and he might only get 5.5 out of 10.
Aye, exactly. And him and Aribo, and then Aribo and probably big George Edmondson, and obviously Alan McGregor were the only guys who you would say we got a reasonable pass mark.
I thought Canberra done okay first half.
Yeah, but it just wasn't getting that run to the boy.
I think the arse fell out of our game. Forgive me my swearing. I do apologise for the swearing there, but that's what I thought. I thought the bottom fell out of our game. I don't know. I don't remember anyway in my sort of lengthy time supporting Rangers. I don't remember playing quite as badly as we played in the second half. We put 6, 7, 10 crosses in and never actually hit. We hit the target. We're close to the target once, and that was a header from Alfredo Morelos. And we got a couple of shots through that managed to stumble through. And their wee goalkeeper was their star man. For sure, he was a star man. He did everything.
Well, he had a couple of excellent saves.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a couple of excellent saves.
No, we're really poor. We are a really poor team.
If people want to join us and give their thoughts in this self-help group, what's the number, JFK?
The number is
self-help group. Right?
The number is 0141 356 1972. And please don't ask for me in person.
Or they can join us at rangersradio.online on Skype, and Old School Blue or Foxy will bring you in and look after you. Yes, I'm saying, or Foxy will bring you in and look after you and enjoy yourself, because they're good. They're good people.
What do you go that for? But they're all right.
It's lovely to hear Foxy tonight, isn't it? Lovely to hear you.
His dulcet tones. I've been getting a wee bit of information. You know me, I've got my spies out there, Kate.
Oh, definitely, mate. Always.
There's things going on with Butterbean that...
Butterbean?
I question a man's integrity. I believe that he stole Tracy's hat?
I heard this last night at the bistro, and I heard it. I'm sure Tracy said it herself, and I thought, Butterbean stole your hat, and she said, "No, my hat." I said, "No, you said your hat." Something like that. Anyway,
he's a bit of smoothie on the quiet with Butterbean.
He must
used to fight him off with a big stick, you know.
Actually, Skipper said he's going to text you, let you know all this information. So I don't know if he did or not.
A bit slow, but I've heard that. And to round it off, Butterbean, who's been accused of stealing hats, his flight back for Leverkusen next week was with Flybe, so he's having a good week with the rest of it. And they're laughing. That's no funny, laughing at the man's expense. I was thinking of getting a Just Giving page up for him.
Just Giving, I love it.
Anyway, we've been joined by Dave Corby.
How you doing, lads? You all right?
Yeah, we're all right, Dave. Yourself?
No, 2 questions to the panel tonight, please.
On you go.
Where's the passion gone? Where's the grit gone?
Bridgeman.
Well, I think most of the fans, certainly in the stadium last night, were asking a very similar question. There doesn't appear to be any passion in the game, in the way our players play the game, and there's definitely no grit. You saw people pulling out of tackles last night, including James Tavernier, and I think that was one of the ones that got injured in, and I think it was just shocking. You could just see them pulling back. Now, that's not to say that sometimes you can't blame players because there's a bit of roughhousing going on, but there was some really heavy tackles going in from Hamilton because they didn't want to lose what they got. Once they scored the goal, they were kicking everything above grass level to get it away. So there was nothing really dirty last night that I thought really, really bad. I never saw a red card offence or anything like that. So I don't know what Rangers are doing. I don't know why they're not doing what they should be doing. And the last time we played them at Celtic at Ibrox, we ran them into the ground and we fought for every ball and we tackled every time we were near them, and we've stopped doing all of that. I think something serious, and I'm not being funny, guys, it's only my opinion. I think something really serious has happened when they were in Dubai. Really serious.
But a team void their confidence very, very quickly. I'm maybe not too caught up in the conspiracy theories. I think once you have splits in a camp, or people no pulling their weight, or people being favoured, quite quickly things can go sour. And I think that's affected us on the part. The passion and the attitude has just went south for me. GFK?
Aye, there's absolutely no passion. I know we can all get our wee snippets and that, and we hear different things, and we don't go and gossip, but some of these things, they become true stories and that. But there's definitely something no right in the camp. You know, it's just you can see it there. The players just they're not communicating with each other. Communication is a big thing in football. We can have our lone stars on a park and they can do magic things, but you can see there's no communication at all, and that's sad. And that's due to what's happening with the backroom staff. If they're not able to control the players, and I use the word control only in the aspect of trying to instill a bit of dig and fight into them, and if they're not able to do that, then obviously there's somebody else.
Question their professionalism. Listen, Dave. We've got a lot of callers coming in. I'm sure that passion and determination and grit and attitude and character.
That's what they need. That's what they need. They need to kick up the backside. That's what they need, the players.
I think this group of players are a busted flush, Dave.
And also stop blaming Steven Gerrard. You know what I mean?
The group of players are a busted flush, and I think if Gerrard's going to stay, he's going to have to. He's got a bigger recruitment job than he thought in the summer.
Can I just leave you one question?
Yes, Dave.
Dave, Graham Moody, right? Bring him back with Steven Gerrard.
Oh, no for me, mate.
You stop swearing, mate.
No for me, mate.
I'm not swearing, but bring Graham Moody back and stick with Steven Gerrard, and maybe we'll get something done.
No for me, mate. But that's only my opinion. I know that it counts for a lot. Listen, speak to you soon, all right, bro?
All right then. Good show, lads.
Cheers.
Keep believing, mate. Keep believing.
At least Dave's still getting face. First half of the rank tonight is Rudy Bear. Evening, Rudy.
Evening, gents. How we doing?
All right, Rudy.
Aye.
Is there any truth? I mean, Mrs. Rudy texts me today, mate, and do you want me to read it?
Aye, on you go, Ox.
Are you sure?
Aye, you go. You fire away, Ox. On you go.
No, I couldn't, mate. I couldn't.
Aye. Last night, Ox. Jesus, I just thought, watching it, it's just the same old story over and over again, isn't it? Goldson, for me, I'm finished with him now after last night. That's it for me now. I've kind of clung on to the hope that, we saw a really good performance from her in Braga. And I was kind of clinging on to the hope, that he could turn this round. I think he's just lost it. I'm not talking about Stevie Gerrard, I'm talking about Connor Goldson here. He's just lost the Rangers fans after last night. I think some of the stuff, people were raging about what happened. He seems to be under the impression that he's Maldini. I don't know where he gets that from, because he's not going to buy that boy's boots, Maldini's boots, in my opinion. So that was just an absolute cluster. That goal. I mean, between him and Tavernier, Barisic not being able to defend the cross properly. The header for Kamara, whatever that was meant to be, again Kamara with the header. And then, Tavs, there you go, Connor, I'll leave that for you. Not one of the two. That was so easily dealt with, Ox. All they had to do, either one of them, was put their laces right through that ball and, straight into one of the stands. That's all they had to do there. And they couldn't do something as basic as that. But you could look at chances as well, Ox. We had chances.
Mate, listen, we should have won the game. Come on, we've got to be fair.
Canberry should have scored. Alfie should have scored. Stephen Davis. I mean, we're no scoring. It's as simple as that. We're no scoring and we're not keeping the boys out at the back. So what it makes for is bad performances and drop points. The performances since we came back, as we all spoke about repeatedly, came back to the winter break, have been absolutely lamentable at times. And, for the Rangers fans to clap on the 8th minute, is to show a bit of backing for Steven Gerrard last night, and for them to go out there. I mean, about 20 minutes to go, my mate texted me and he said to me, "We're no scoring here." And he was right. You couldn't see them scoring. It was
we ran out of ideas. In fact, if I'm being honest, we had too many forward players on running about doing nothing. There was no structure. There was no thought. There was no
when the
idea.
subs came on, we lost our shape when the subs came on. I mean, the shape wasn't great to start with, in my opinion anyway, but I thought when the subs come on, we just kind of lost our shape, and at times you were looking at them and thinking, what are they doing? They don't seem to know what they're doing,
Rudy, can I ask you a question, Rudy? When they brought on, when we brought on Defoe,
aye.
There was a whole load of people running about me, and I'm included in this, wondered why we didn't play 3 up front. We're getting beat 1-0. Why are we not going 3 up front and get the 3 of them in the box and let's see what we can do? I couldn't understand it.
But the thing was, they bring Defoe and Bridgman, right? And then they don't change the way they play, though. They don't change it. They keep putting the ball down the wing and trying to cross the ball into the box for Jermaine Defoe. He's 5'7" or something. What is the point in that, Bridge? They just repeatedly kept doing the same thing that was failing them. After they brought him on, they kept doing the same thing. It was dreadful to watch.
Here. Anyway, Rudy, you go on. If things are true, you're off your food. So I would drink a water.
Is that right?
Aye.
Oh no! The crowd are going mad in the lobby. They want to know what you had for your dinner tonight.
I wouldn't go that. It was spicy meat feast pizza out the wee chippy up the road tonight, Bridge.
Oh, she never made it then. That's
Did you get it in breadcrumbs and all?
What, a spicy meat feast pizza and breadcrumbs?
You never had a crunchy?
No, I don't like crunchies, no. But pizza is great. It's a great wee chip. He does a fair pizza, that's what he does.
Anyway, we've been joined by Port Bear. Evening, Port.
All right, boys, how we doing?
All right, Port.
Well, we had a game last night, and probably at Bridgman and Tracy, and it was at a game with me. I actually feel cheated, mate. I actually feel cheated. It feels like we're doing a repeat of the show for the last 10 weeks. league terms
We
going over
could, in
the
fact,
same.
you're right, mate. That's a spot on. We could have the night after night and played some of the shows for the last few weeks.
That's what it's been like, mate. Innit? So, I mean, the 10 weeks of the form, these 10 weeks, mate, these guys have surely got to be playing for their future at the moment. Stephen Gerrard came out and said we dominated the game. Aye, we dominated the game, but what did we achieve? Tavernier statement, I read that in the programme.
Shameful.
And I threw it. Honest to God, I tried not to hit anybody with it, but I just threw it for the back of Copland. I couldn't read it anymore. Rangers yet again.
Football, Port. That's telling the whole of Scottish football we're a bunch of bottlers. That's what that is.
Aye. And that's what it looked like. See the minute, Rudy. I'm watching the game in the first 20 minutes. I'm watching their fullbacks getting forward and stopping Tavernier and Barisic. No fear. They get in their faces. They smelt blood like they always do, and they kept coming at us. They two up front. That wasn't them sitting in, Rudy. They never sat in until
Come on.
they
They never sat in. No.
No,
They were pushing on, and when they played in front of Barisic and Tav, all they done was go and stand in front of them. They never tackled them.
31 shots, 14 corners, and there was 3 for 5 yards out, and they missed a tap in. What's going on? What the hell is going on at our club? It's so frustrating. I'm standing there last night. See when you actually see it in the flesh. It's good watching TV. I don't understand that. But see when you're there and you can watch the lack of movement. You're watching the midfield. You see a lot more of the game. You understand it a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
They're in a bad way, mate. They're in a bad way.
Why did they keep Hadji on for so long? Hadji wasn't having a good game at all. Very little influence in the game.
His legs ain't going. By the way, you could have said that about Kamara after 10 minutes and all, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, but I was meaning from a forward type of player, because he kept getting beat every time he got the ball. He was getting beaten. He never had too much going for himself. I don't think so anyway.
See, 10 weeks, guys. 10 weeks is not a blip. I don't know. 10 weeks is not a blip. This is what these are some of the narratives that I've heard. Oh, it's been a wee blip. It's been a wee bit of form. It's been a wee bit of this, a wee bit of that.
It's driving
10 weeks.
That's
10 weeks.
Driving off a cliff. That's what's happened. It's not a blip.
Anyway, we've also been joined by Gary Bell. Evening, Gary.
Hi guys, how you getting on?
All right, mate. You got a couple of points you want to make, mate?
I'm probably in a different camp. I'm a wee bit trying to be a wee bit more positive about it all. Right,
wait a minute. Enough for you. Get HR. We want him drug tested. On you go, Gary. Tell me how. Get me in your camp. Make me positive.
Right. So, obviously, the start of this season, we were optimistic. We wanted a challenge. So, up till December, there was a challenge there. So, Stephen Gerrard's proved that. He's proved that he can challenge in Europe and he can challenge in the league. Now, whatever's happened in Dubai has obviously sabotaged the second half of the season. But that doesn't make him, in my eyes, a bad manager. And up to, the amount of stuff that you've seen and some of the stuff I heard last night, I'm just like, how can you basically try and sack Stephen Gerrard now?
I get the positivity the manager's still getting. There's a lot of pluses for the managers, but ultimately, managers are judged on performances on the park. And this hasn't finished yet. We'll see where it goes, and whether when he sits down with the board and tells them what the planning is for the future, who has to go and who has to stay. Hopefully he'll get another throw of the dice for it, but it's results, and the results aren't good enough, Gary.
No, I understand that. It's just, I think it's more, his last press conference there before the Hamilton game, he sat down and said to everybody, look, I'm all in. The club need me. I'm dedicated to the job, and we'll have a talk come the summer again. So I just don't think it's I think everybody's going to end up forcing him out the door rather than just giving him time to calm this down, get through the bad time, and go for it again. And he will. He'll obviously know more about the team now than ever. That he'll know that.
That's a fair comment. He'll know that some of them just aren't good enough.
Can I ask Gary a question? Adrian got JFK here. Do you think that the reason that at this moment in time that he's not been shown the door is because of the name? Steven Gerrard, do you think it's because of the name? Or, no.
No, I don't think he's been shown the door because of everything that he's done so far. I mean, if you think about, Pedro Caixinha times, Murty times, were we really beating Celtic, convincingly? No. But as soon as Gerrard's came in, we've beaten them convincingly. So that's improvement for me. And
no, that's no improvement, mate. Surely.
It is.
Because we beat Celtic.
No, where were we with Murty and Caixinha?
I go back to.
Do you want to go back to that then? Do you want to go back to Caixinha?
I'll go back to when Graham Souness was a manager, and his statement shocked a lot of people. And he said, "I don't care if we never beat Celtic this season. The only thing that matters at the end of it is that the captain holds aloft the championship trophy." And I'm in that frame of mind. I've been going to see that long a time. I mean, it's great to beat Celtic, but if Celtic beat us 4 times in the one season, and at the end of the season we've still got the championship trophy, then the Celtic games don't mean nothing, mate.
No,
the thing is, John Gregg was voted the greatest ever Rangers player ever, but he was a terrible manager. And I think the same as Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard's been a good motivator on the park as a captain. I'm sorry, for me, I don't think he's a football manager at the level that we expect him to be. Me personally, I'm willing to give him 3 strikes and you're out. 1 more season, and he needs to win the championship next season. If he doesn't win the championship season, then they've got to sack him. But I'm willing. I still say he should be given another season, mate. I'm no one to be sacked.
Listen, Gary, I get some of your positivity. If you stop the time machine and you look at Hogmanay, where everybody was, and I think that's part of the problem. We never seen this coming.
I'll just look at the whole picture, like he was saying, he's had to go away and sit down and have a look at how far they've came, and that's where I'm sitting back and looking where we were in the days to where we are now. We've got sponsors coming through the doors, we've got season tickets getting sold out, we've got money rolling in, we've got a better, although the team are not playing well, but we have got a better calibre player coming to the club.
Well, we thought we'd a better calibre player.
But that's what I'm saying there. No, that team's just everybody before Christmas was saying, like you were saying last night, the team was worth millions. Alfredo was worth 40 million.
If you're doing the 400 metres, mate, doesn't matter where you are after 250.
That's like you going at your work tomorrow though, and down in tools, and everybody turns saying you're bad at your job. For years, you've probably been doing
that for years, mate. That doesn't bother me.
Gary, can I ask you a question, Gary?
I don't want to have a go at you, Gary. I just think that people are frustrated because of the results. On you go, Bridge.
I was just going to ask it. We've played the 2 bottom teams in the league over the last 2 league games there, and really and truly, we hardly laid a hand on them. We never scored any goals, and they scored 2 against us. So they're no bottom of the league for nothing. They're bottom of the league because they can't score goals, and yet they scored 2 against us and beat us. And that wee team last night come to Ibrox. This is our fortress. They come to Ibrox and they absolutely beat us. And there's no arguments. They've got no complaints at all. They scored the goal, or we gave them the goal. For some reason or other, we managed to do it. So I've got no complaints other than we can't score goals.
Bridge, man, the only thing is, though, man, it's see the stuff, the games we've been losing, it's individual errors. I know that it's a team game, but see, at the end of the day,
that's fair, mate. But how many of the individual errors came for say Golson?
That's down to, like you say, that's down to the manager then to also deal with that, and he's not dealing with that. But at the end of the day,
can I come in there, Rocks?
Aye, on you go.
I just look. It's something I looked at today after watching the game a day again. Look, I'm still behind the Gerrard. I think he deserves another season. I haven't watching it back. I watched Connor Golson try to do a drag back in the box while being approached by two the Hamilton forwards. He loses the ball, and that's where the goal comes from. That's not Gerrard's fault, mate. They've 31 shots in goal and only 9 in target. That's not Gerrard's fault. When a team scores against us, when the arse falls out of our team, again, to me, that's not Gerrard's fault. That's mentality of players. And then 16 corners and not making any goal scoring opportunity. In fact, we couldn't even get it past the first man every time. Mate, it's gutless, it's pure mentality, cowardly. And they're not brave in possession. And again, I don't believe that's all Gerrard's fault. You know, the players have to look at themselves. People keep, blaming Gerrard. He's a coach, he picks a team. He picks them. I know that, I get that. But when they cross that white line, they have to stand up, mate. They have to stand up. Their stats are shocking last night. Absolutely shocking. Didn't compete, didn't win first and second balls. It's shocking.
The boy in the midfield, the boy that came up for Swansea, the bald-headed boy, he on the show in the midfield last night. Ran the show.
Bogic.
Excellent.
Well, that's the boy I've been saying we should keep an eye on, because he's free at the end of the season.
Ox, 3 Rangers midfielders, and that boy took care of the 3 of them. That was shameful. So it was. That was embarrassing for that midfield.
He handled the 3 of them.
And 9 times out of 10, Ox, you win the midfield battle. 9 times out of 10, you won the game. We had 3 in that midfield, and they couldn't deal with that guy, with one Hamilton player. Garbage, man.
I'll let Gary come in again before we go to Wheels. Look, I really admire your positivity, Gary. I really do. And as I said, I'm still on the train, but I want to have a word with the conductor and see where this train's taking me.
No, I get that, Ox. And then what it says, I'm not jumping through hoops saying, I'm really happy about getting beat off Hamilton and Hearts, but it's just like you're saying about the midfield getting lost last night. They're feared now, and it's Gerrard can't do anything about that. He can't go in and go, right, I'm going to drop the full team and put out a bunch of youth players, because that would just even add to it. You know what I mean? And it's just, I think he's in a hard and a rock place now, and I think we all just need to kind of ride it out. But what it says, Sunday will come.
And then this time next Thursday, we'll get a massive game because of the finances to help us going forward. That's what it's about.
And that's what I'm saying. You might find next week we go across there and we get a 1-1 draw or something like that, and then it comes back and Steven Gerrard's the kind of the castle again. I can't say that he's not a bad manager just because of what's happened in the last so many games. Up till Christmas, everybody was saying that he's the bees and E's. In my eyes, the guy's been a manager for 2 seasons, and end of the day,
what would convince you, Gary, to let him have him remain as manager? What would the be all and end all for you? Would you, if I say to you, no, I'm willing to give him another season, and next season?
Oh well, next season, obviously, I would expect the 2 Old Firm games that the team's got to turn up and fight for that. If the team perform the way they're performing against Accies and Hearts against Celtic, then I would say at the end of the season.
Do you not think that'll be worse, mate? If let's just say we don't get a result on Sunday, then we do all right next Thursday in Europe, and then we do all right the following Sunday against them, we win. Do you not think that'll be worse?
Yep, I do.
I suppose they're turning up, but like I says, I'm trying to say that for Gerrard on his own to stay manager, I don't care about the players.
What he's fun out, he's surrounded with cowards and guys who are just imposters, mate.
Yeah. Aye.
And some of the big calls he's going to have to make might mean that you're one of your second. For instance, it might be that he has to say, go to the board and say, by the way, lads, I'm sorry, this boy. And I'll use an example. This boy Kent, he's not going to be good enough for Rangers. We're going to have to try and get him out the door. I'm not saying that's what he will say, but I'm using that as an example because there's how many players he's going to have to get out the door that's in that first team squad. We thought it was just French players back in December. It's first team players now. But he's got to move on to get other bodies in. Anyway, we've also been joined by Wheels. Evening, Wheels.
How we doing, gents?
Hi, Will. How you doing, Wheels?
How you doing? Not bad. Right, Ox, just 3 quick points, right? I'm not going to go on
No. You can have one tonight. One.
I think these are all valid because they're things that haven't been mentioned yet, right? I'm not going to say anything about the game because I think everything's been covered. I don't think there's anything left to say on that. First thing, congratulations to Tavernier on giving every one of our opponents their team talks for the rest of the season. The second thing is, after the match, Steven Gerrard said that the dressing room was quiet. That worries me. I don't want to hear a quiet dressing room, right? I want to hear questions being asked. I want to hear players having a go at each other. Dressing rooms like when Goff was there, when Butcher was there, when Ferguson was there, they wouldn't have been quiet dressing rooms. You know,
maybe in defeat, mate. Sometimes you'd be surprised, mate.
The last thing I want to say, just quickly, Ox, is massive credit to Andy Halliday today for being the one to come out in front, you know, and give the public apology. Why it was him that had to do it, I don't know, because he never even played in the game.
Because he's got cojones, mate. He may not be the best player in the world.
I know.
Most of them are cowards, Gary. That's why. They're cowards. That's why.
For me today, Andy Halliday is perfect captain material. It's just unfortunate that he doesn't get a regular game. But
he's not good enough, Gary.
No, I know that. I know it's just unfortunate.
If it was just pure on attitude and love of the jersey, mate,
for a mentality
be playing every week.
For a mentality point of view, he ticks every one of the boxes. Do you know what I mean? Why he had to come out and do that, I have no idea. I think he must have felt really, really.
Because the boy's got cojones, mate. Whether you like it or no, for his faults as a football player, Andy Halliday's a top class individual. He cares like the rest of us about our club.
And he knows what it is to be a Rangers player.
Yep, all right.
Yeah, but you might find it's just that's his name in the team that pulled out the.
You wouldn't have a substitute. You would have a substitute who never got on.
But it might be a pool thing. It might be a pool thing.
You don't have a substitute who wouldn't.
I know we're saying you shouldn't. I know that. I understand what you're saying. All I'm saying is it might be a part and parcel. You're part of the first team pool, which is 16, and you'll take your turn. You need to talk to the press or what's that effect.
After a game, you'll know of a guy who's not played commenting on the game.
Not generally, you're right. I'm not discussing. No discussion about it that way.
He manned up, and fair credit to him. More credit to him than my captain, our vice captain, and my senior pros.
Yep.
Rudy.
Aye, exactly, 100%. I was just saying that to Gary, you know, Wheels, as he was brought that point up, Ox, nothing but shameless, gutless cowards. Very reminiscent to me when they sent the young boy Jordan Rossiter out in Luxembourg, you know, when they were defeated by a bunch of brickies and plumbers, and you found young Jordan Rossiter standing there apologising to the fans in the post-match interview to send Andy Halliday out last night. I really like Andy Halliday, but we all understand he's not got the talent we wish he had. The boy's just not got the talent we wish he had, Ox. But as far as attitude and everything goes, I don't think you can question that at all with Andy Halliday. He feels the exact same about the club as we all do. But to send him out there last night after that shambles of a performance was gutless. Your captain sitting there, your vice captain sitting there, and your pros are sitting, the experienced pros are sitting there, and they send Andy Halliday out. Gutless. That's what it was, Ox. Gutless.
All right. I think we've been joined by Shuggy. Here he comes. Oh, Shuggy. Hello, Shuggy. How are you doing?
Hello, mate. Not bad, mate. Yourself.
All right. No, you watch yourself.
I'd just like to say one big thank you to you, Ox, here.
Well, did you get my card?
I didn't get your card, mate, no, but I'd just like to say one thank you to you and all your Rangers crew on that show.
Cheers, mate. We appreciate it.
Because I appreciate what you said to my brother.
No bother, mate.
You're more than welcome, pal. You're more than welcome.
And I'll tell you what, mate. I love you, Sebastian.
It works
Take it
two
easy,
ways,
pal.
mate.
Take it easy now, Shuggy.
It works
Take it
two
easy.
ways. Right, Shuggy, you phone in a few minutes, get yourself together, give us a call back, talk about the football, right?
No bother, mate. Cheers.
Right, cheers, boy. You know, hurting, people are hurting and the emotions run high. JFK, we're all soldiers at this. We've good times, bad times.
Yeah.
Full buses all over the country when Rangers were finishing 5th in the league.
Aye.
You know, it's but there's a manner you can lose games, eh?
Of course there is. And you said, I mean, we've been everywhere and anywhere, as the song says, you know, empty buses, full buses. But there's a manner that you can find acceptable in losing, you know. But the last, since it's turn of the year, I mean, the only games that were actually performed, obviously, is the European nights. The rest, even the ones that we were winning, wasn't a great football, you know, but at least we won it. And, you know, but what are we doing now, you know? But when it's just, I mean, Gary's points were very valid, you know, but we just can't seem to put a string of passes together that means anything. The end product's not there, and I fear for the likes of, will we get Hadji next season? You know, when he sees what's happening round about him.
Well, Martin, mate, when you watched last night, the boy's got 2 left foot, and he has been my best player since the turn of the year. But
is that what's happening round about him, Oxshare? Is
that's what you don't know, mate. That's what you don't.
That's what I'm saying. You know, looking at the players that we've got there, the new, you know, the guy who thinks he's Franz Beckenbauer, you know, I mean, Connor Golson. You know, it's time to make big changes. I think it was Gary and Rudy Bear had touched on as well. You know, I was quite astounded by the manager's presser when said that, you know, he doesn't know what he's going to do, basically. Well, get a couple of us in and he'll tell you what the effing do. You know, I mean, get your finger out and go and play for the Rangers. You know, and that's all we want you to do. And if you lose, at least you lose with heart. But to lose the way they're losing now is absolutely rubbish. And I wasn't having a go at Gary, and I hope he doesn't think I was. I keep going back to Graham soon as about it. Doesn't look, it hurts us to get beat with the puddle drinkers, but at the end of the season we win the championship. That's all that matters. And as you rightly say, I mean, what's the use of going out on Sunday and maybe Ross County do a draw or they beat us, and then we're up to our you know what's the next Sunday and we beat them easy? That doesn't make it all good.
I'd be
That makes
delighted
it worse
if
for
we beat
me.
them. I'd be delighted if we beat them next
Of course.
Sunday, because you always are. But
Of
when you
course.
looked at it, you would feel more cheated, JFK.
That's what I'm saying. I would feel really cheated, you know, because it's no good going out and beating them 3 and 4 times in the season. I want to be. It's 3 points at the end of the day, but it's a nice 3 points to win. You know, it gets you the bragging rights. But to perform the way we're playing now, I feel really cheated that they can't perform against two teams that were bottom of the championship, plus, you know, Ross County are middle table, and then we maybe go next week at Ibrox and win 2 or 3-0 and play out our skins. I'll be all meant to
Just
say
to let
that.
you know that Butterbean's Just Giving page has been through £2,000 already.
Oh, I've heard the hat's one of the big pom-pom hats. I don't want it.
No, that's for his flights, mate. His flights.
Oh, his flights.
Aye.
I thought he was wanting to buy a barrel load of pom-pom hats there.
No, Fox is banned him for the game, isn't he?
Oh, definitely. I'm with Fox. Aye,
Can't
definitely.
see him, he says. Can't see him. I think we've got a caller coming in. We've got loads of callers. I think there's about... If you're phoning in, be patient with us, mate. I don't know what's happened to this show, Rudy Bear, but there's about 30 people trying to get through. Fox has only got one figure.
Is Wheel still there?
I'm still here.
Was that your banner I seen last night, the 4-wheel loyal?
No, mate, it wasn't me.
Have
No.
you seen
Right,
it?
okay. We've been joined by a caller. Just be careful. Evening, caller.
Hi guys, hi, how you doing here? Willie from Airdrie.
How we doing, Willie? What's on your mind, mate?
Oh, guys, where do I start? Actually picking up on what Gary said about Andy Halliday. Guys, do we think that we're maybe using Andy Halliday in the wrong position in the left back?
Well, I thought Andy Halliday's days were numbered because he didn't fit the quality again, the teammate. But when you watch some of the performances in the last few weeks, I don't know if Andy Halliday be any worse. Port Bear.
How could you not give him a chance, Ox? The one thing about Andy Hardy, he'll give you 110%, mate. It can't be any worse.
Yeah.
My personal opinion on playing him at left back, no, not left back, but give him a chance in the middle of the park.
Yeah,
And
what
let a wee man
about
get scored in.
behind Alfie up front, just playing off Alfie? I think he could be. I think he's got the qualities to play there.
Oh, mate.
I think we've got plenty there, mate. I think we've got plenty there.
I don't know if you're trying to wind us up or no, but I don't know if to take it to the next level if Andy's quite good at. We've watched him enough, you know.
Oh, the Rangers are shy.
Aye, thank you very much, sir.
There you go. Not even pretty obvious getting in it.
Aye.
I think we need to have a word with the technical. They're getting a bit naive, boys. Come on, smart your act up.
By the way, listen, I wasn't winding wheels up, right? There was
You're
a banner.
causing trouble, Jimmy.
No,
That's
there was a cracking banner there last night with a big Rangers crest, right next to the Rangers dugout, and it was called "We Are the Loyal, the Four-Wheel Loyal." So I wasn't trying to be smart or funny. I just
that's not very funny. You know, Wheels has only got 2.
Don't you start. Don't you give it up too. You've just come on now.
That's because you stole 2 of them.
I always thought a wheelchair and stabilisers. I was just saying.
No, somebody actually asked me that in the lobby the other night. To be honest, I wish I'd thought of that because that's quite smart actually.
It's a nice banner on all wheels.
Gary, what Wheels and Wheels Loyal?
You done it. You hit all the profits of that company.
I know. We know what happened with that business, Rudy. See when I said taste tester, it doesn't mean it's the whole meal.
Sorry, guys.
You remember that bridge when they opened up the company, Meals on Wheels?
Meals on Wheels, absolutely fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I thought that was a really good idea, but I don't know if the food wouldn't have got any further than Rudy Bear. He would have ate a lot, that's for sure.
We were in before all the other ones.
And the chair.
And the chair.
I actually had a different idea for us, Rudy.
What's that, guys?
Oh, no.
I'm thinking we could open up a Chinese and call it Walk and Roll.
Oh my God. Is that walk and roll or walk and roll?
Well, hey, there is already one there in Brigton, mate. That's what it's called, Walk and Roll.
My local Chinese is shut down. The orange.
Can you open up a Thai one for Skipper?
Oh dear.
You'll get your Corona beer to sell cheap, guys.
There you go.
See, after watching last night, I wonder if there was any more dislocated jaws for you on it.
No, there wasn't, pal. I'm fine now. Thanks for
it's
asking.
It's all right for you. I had to get through my day. He was putting in a claim for an industrial injury, JFK. He says it happened while I was talking on the show.
Aye. Talk geek.
How was Brian Ferry, Jimmy?
Absolutely fantastic, mate. What a night it was. A really, really wonderful night. Nostalgia is really best.
Brilliant.
So I'm glad I went. No, that's me. Just filled my boots there. Brilliant. Tier Ecstasy next, mate. Go to that soon.
All right, I think we've got a caller coming in. Yeah, don't worry. It's Jim 115. He's all right. Jim boy.
How you doing? All right, Trips.
All right, Jim.
All right, Jim. How you doing, pal?
Aye. That boy came on there with 3 points kind of stole my thunder as to why Andy Halliday was flung out there today, that press conference when the rest of the...
Do you think Andy would have... He's volunteered, mate. He'll have stood up with his chest out himself.
I don't know so much as he's volunteered. Because I don't think any of the rest of them that was in there probably had the short and curlies to actually do it. You know, 24 hours later, man, I'm still hurting, by the way, for that performance yesterday. Absolutely unbelievable. I've even had some guys that have actually got who, I believe it or not, are Celtic fans, and they said they could not believe that goal that we lost last night. And again, the hark back how bad we are and all the rest of it. We've lost the same amount of goals if they've lost this season, which is actually unbelievable when you think it. That we've actually lost the same amount of goals as them, yet they're sitting that far ahead of us. But to me, I think the biggest problem is we're just not putting that ball in that net.
We haven't been since January, mate, and something's happened. The wheels have come off.
Aye,
the shapes come off. I don't know. I don't know if there's a split in the camp. It looks that way, Jim. I mean, we can put up all the theories we want, but it does look that way. Watch them, because we've went for champagne and been absolutely rubbish.
So it's unbelievable, by the way, the decline in that team. Again, we've produced the goods, so we know they're not a bad team. And I think that's what's happening is more than anything else. That team can produce when they want.
The thing is, look, I always feel our team right now are capable. Yes, mistake. I feel like Goldson's mistake last night. That's happening too often. So teams know if they pressure Rangers enough, somebody like Goldson, I let him have a body back, because he's going to do his bomb scare stuff like he did last night. And I think that's why teams are not scared to come to Ibrox, because they know they're going to get 2 or 3 mistakes for Goldson or another. Most it's been Goldson lately. And if you're going to give a mistake to somebody like Hamilton who can defend doggedly the way they are capable of, mate, we're going to lose a lot more games, because teams are not scared to come to Ibrox, in my opinion. They do not fear Rangers.
Can I come in on that just for a minute? Oh, sorry.
On you go, Bridge, and then we'll go back to Jim.
I was just going to say that I watched my team last night playing the ball across inside our own box. Must have been 3 or 4 times, and then one time he actually put it across the box and then back again. And every time we went back again, we were getting closer and closer to our own keeper. And I'm thinking, one of these days we're going to screw this whole thing up here. Get the ball up the park, move up, play inside their half. No,
they nearly done it. They nearly done it when they gave it back to McGregor, and the boy.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There was a lot of folk very upset about the whole thing there, Jim, and I'm not being funny. Very upset. I don't want to get into the expletives that they were saying, but really and truly, gubbed.
I think last night the booing at the end is out of pure anger, frustration, and hurt to the fans. I'll tell you something. See if they didn't know how we felt. They know now. They know now how we feel, and where this team goes now, by the way, is beyond me. I watched it goal again. Absolutely comical. Absolute comical. I think that when the ball actually broke back to Goldson, I don't know if it was a Hamilton player that was trying to knock the ball back further towards his own goal, and a Hart Rangers player and bounced back in. That's like unbelievable.
It was a shocker, mate, but all it done was sum up the whole night. It just summed up the night. Again,
we've missed the chances again. That game should have been put to bed, man, early doors. The chances we're missing is unbelievable. And that, again, it happened up at Perth. It's happened at Kilmarnock. It's probably the only time they won the game that we probably no missed any chances was probably Hearts at the weekend. I've been honest. But again, the chances we're creating and missing, it's killed us.
You've got to put the ball in the back of the net, mate. Listen, everybody, get yourself to mute. We're going to have a tune.
No problem. See you later, guys.
You can stay on, champ. Stay on.
No problem, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
They come from all of Glasgow, they come from near and far. They come from every Highland glen, from here to Lochnacar. They sail from dear old Belfast to the bonny banks of Clyde. They gather round to Timeless Park and loudly sing with pride. Oh yes, R-E-N-G, and R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, now set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G, and R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. Oh yes, R-E-N-G, and R-N-S. In case you didn't catch a friend, now set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G, and R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very
Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yeah, it's R-A-N-G and R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, then I've set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's R-A-N-G and R-N-S. They're the boys in blue, the Bible side of Scotland's very best. Richie Shearer, Probin, John Gregg, McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yeah, it's R-A-N-G-E and R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's R-A-N-G-E and R-N-S. They're the boys in blue, a vibrant side of Scotland's very best. They're the boys in blue, a vibrant side of Scotland's very best.
It's an R-A-N-G and an E and R-N-S. Fantastic.
Maybe that's the some more players that can't spell our team, you know. Right, so well, again coming on Sunday, we're away to Ross County, and I don't know what I'm thinking. I just don't know how we get this slump, because there's no obvious change of tactics. What is Ryan Jack going to come back in? Is he becoming a saviour? And what do we do with the central defence? Did we chop and change it? Is Tavernier, is that him out injured? Is the boy, the American lad come in, Polster? Do you give a youngster a chance and put him under pressure, play with a team out of form, maybe not being fair? Do you go with Alfie up front? What do you do with Kent? What do you do with Hadji? Do you play Kamara again? Bridgeman.
I would try my best to get back to the sort of solid team that we had, that were playing well. For instance, the team that played against Celtic, we need that. I obviously we've got injuries, so I don't know if they're all going to be fit. But I think Ryan Jack should be on his team sheet, and so should Arfield. I think that we missed them. We missed that energy last night. And not to say that they're the biggest balls of energy ever. That they're a lot better than that mob that was playing last night. Some of them were dreadful, just dreadful. So I would hope that we got back to some sort of semblance of the team when did we last win a game? Look for that team, see if we can get back on the rails again. That's what I'd look for.
All right, I don't think you're going to get Arfield, mate. I think he might be out for a couple of weeks, mate.
I'm saying it depends on injuries. If we don't have Arfield,
I was even shocked that he was on the bench last night, Ryan Jack. I found it strange. GFK.
Well, obviously, I don't think the manager can afford to make big changes. Like, me personally, there'd be 4 or 5 that I would drop right away, but that's not going to help team morale, which is at an all-time low just now. But I mean, he was quick to drop Katic, so for me, he's got to take Goldson out of the equation right away. It's just unfortunate that Big Hollander's no fit. Does Polster come into any reckoning? Does a big young boy Patterson come into it? I don't know. I can't obviously see Arfield, because I think he has a long-term injury. How does he change it up front? For me personally, you know what I said? I wouldn't have played Alfredo. I'd have rather seen Defoe, and if he's playing the 2 up front, I'd rather seen Defoe and Canberra playing up there. Fred's burnt his bridges with me as far as I'm concerned. So I think he needs to make 3 or 4 changes, which might seem a lot to some, but I would like to see more, but I know he's not going to do that. But we need to do something drastic going forward to save our season. So to win every game would be fantastic. Finish the season on a high, and hopefully do well in Europe still. So, but
you have any confidence, Jimmy, this team can go up to Dingwall in the weekend?
No, I don't, Rudy. That's a horrible thing about it, you know. I can see them turning out against the German team, Leverkusen, and I can see them performing well on that. And how ironic is that? And as Ox here said, go out on the Sunday against the puddle drinkers and run them off the park. That doesn't wash with me. So I'll be interested to see what kind of team he plays for Sunday against Ross County. But I think you're the same as me, Rudy. I fear for us on Sunday. We don't look like a team. We don't look like a team together.
No.
All right. Can you go and mute when you're not talking so we get a bit of feedback? Port Vale, I know I've asked for a lot of changes there. I don't think many of them will happen, but I think that's the hole we've got ourselves in.
Oh, sure. I'm not asking for a lot of changes. I would love... You're probably going to know like what I'm going to say here. I would just go with... I'd bring Katic back in, Goldson. But, you know, I keep saying it. I would put Edmondson in the holding room for him. I just don't think we've got legs. See, Davies, mate, I think Davies' legs are gone. So I think we need somebody to screen our back, 2 centre backs, just to get a bit of extra insurance. And then you can have likes of Jack, Kamara, Hadji. And then you can have obviously Kent, Hadji and Morelos up front. I don't know, Canberra up front. But I would love to see Edmondson in that holding role just to protect that back four. Just to have that extra security blanket, if you like, for Mr. Bombscare and Katic. I would just like them to shore up defence, mate. Just make it tight, hard to break down, because we're far too weak at the back, mate.
Poor Bear said that before, Oxford. He's blown that trumpet before, that's for sure.
But we're playing Ross County. We're not playing Bayer Leverkusen, Port Bear.
I know, but we're wimps at the back, Ox. They're so weak. It's the only way I can see them getting protected. Maybe take a bit of pressure off them because I know they have an extra, centre back there. Just to, although he's not a centre back, he's going to play in the holding midfield. But when we're under the cosh, he could step in alongside them, and that creates a back five. And I know that's shocking saying that as a Rangers fan.
Port that for the reserves. He's played there for the reserves, so he has a few times.
He's a good passer, Rudy, and he's good on the deck, and he's quick. He's young, he's hungry, he likes a tackle. I hate to say it, Stephen Davis's legs are gone, guys.
Aye.
They're gone. They're gone.
Once they go, mate, they go. Jimbo, bring you come, mate, before we drop you. We've got more callers coming in. We want to hear from you.
I still think the problem's coming for the top of the park and the middle of the park, and it's bringing all sorts of problems on that defence. I'm pretty interested to hear you mention there, put Big Edmondson in front of the 2 defenders. When was the last time the big man actually won a header? Last night again, I don't think he won a header.
Oh, he's no good in the air, mate.
He never won a ball in the air last night, by the way. I don't know how many no-cones. And that Hamilton Accies ball, by the way, knocked on by him every time he went up for a ball.
Every time, mate. Every time. And the same thing happened at Tynecastle.
100%. And the same problem came for the goals against Kilmarnock. When you think back to Katic and Big Golson, the no-cone are the 2 at the top of them. Every team, watching the way every team plays, they play right down that channel between Tavernier and Golston because we're so weak in there.
I think we need to watch what we're doing because to be honest, we're going to slaughter the players again. I don't think they need slaughtering. We know how bad we were. Our performance was absolutely abysmal, and I think we need to hope that they play better. And there's nobody more disappointed than the Rangers players themselves, I would imagine. I just can't understand what's going on. I just can't. Seriously.
Do you think that, Bridge? Do you seriously think they look disappointed?
Say that again.
Do you seriously think that team? I don't think they care.
Oh no,
I care.
Okay, I can't. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, of course.
I know.
But seriously, I can't imagine those players not being disappointed because they must be sitting wondering what's happened. It's only been, as Oxy said, it's only been 6 weeks ago with their star players. They should be top of the league. Blah,
they're
blah,
culpable,
blah.
Bridge. They're culpable.
Oh, they're culpable, all right, but I'm quite sure they're very disappointed in their own form.
Could I come in, Ox?
On you go, big man. Make it brief. We've got quite a few callers warming up.
Bridgeman, your loyalty is commendable, but they players, you can quite clearly see they don't care at the moment. That drag back that Golson tried to do, unbelievable. I'm still trying to sink in, as you said earlier, 2 goals with no response against the 2 bottom teams in the league. We're scratching our heads as to how we're going to fix it. Maybe we need some legs in the middle of the park. Maybe put Edmondson and Halliday in the middle of the park for Saturday, because I think Davis' legs are gone. Because for the Ross County game, because they are definitely going to be in our faces like every other team, and the players just didn't seem to have the heart for a fight. It's pretty dire, actually. I don't know where we go from here. He's talking about the players don't have heart in the first part of the show. Well, the only man that brought the players into Ibrox was the manager. Maybe he doesn't have heart for the fight, because it certainly doesn't seem to be translating into the players. Whatever he's saying to them is not. Maybe Beale's wanting to get out his books, start letting the squad of players read the books and that. And rolling out Andy Halliday last night, I commend the guy. I like the guy. I would tell him he's got heart. I think you would get 100% out of him. Whether he's successful or he's not, at least he's a trier for us. So I think we should put him in the team somewhere on at the weekend.
Guys, can I fling another wee thing in here? See the guards this European run they're on just now. What kind of bonus do you think they've been on for getting through in this Europe? I'll tell you something. I'm led to believe that they've been on a king's ransom for qualification in this Europe.
Well, they'll get decent money, mate. They'll get decent money. That'll be all agreed at the start of the season. Every stage you get through, when they get into group stages, when they get into the next group, they'll get decent bonuses for it, yeah. And maybe not as much as Bridgeman gets on here, but they'll get decent bonuses. You know, and by the way,
hey, I'm going to duck out and let somebody else come in here, guys. Okay.
All right, Jim. Always a pleasure,
Thanks.
mate. All right.
I'll speak to you again, guys. Hope you have a nice weekend.
We'll see, mate. We'll see.
Cheers, guys.
I mean, he's got a point. I mean, but obviously the players are going to be on bonuses as they get through because of the revenue that brings in JFK. Yeah?
Of course they are, you know, and rightly so for that. You know, they have done well in Europe. But I mean, the other bonuses that they'll be getting, you know, is winning league games. Obviously, they're not getting any of that at all. I've got to congratulate and commend Bridges' honest opinion there about, you know, that he thinks the players are hurting. I can't see it. In the games I've been at Ibrox, and I'm lower down than Bridgeman is at my vantage point at Ibrox and that. And I've seen Golson, Katic, Tavernier. I've seen them all having arguments with Alan McGregor and different things, and there's no togetherness there. And I'm going to put my neck on the line and say that I don't think some of them really care, because you know why? They don't know what Rangers are all about, and that's when there's a time for a big change for me. We need 7, maybe 8 players for next season, without a doubt. My worry is who we're going to get and where is the money coming from? Are we going to end up with Liverpool rejects again? I don't want that. I'm not paying £479 for a season ticket next season if I've got to go and watch rejects. That doesn't wash with me. It needs to be something better than that. I'm hoping Hadji's in the equation, and I hope Ryan Kent gets his finger out, because he needs to prove to me that he's even a £4 million player, never mind a £7 million player. So I disagree with Bridge to a certain extent. That I don't think some of them care at all. I really don't.
But there'll be certain players, just the way football is, mate. There'll be certain players will be hurting because they respond like that. There'll be other players, even in big sides, who don't bother when the team gets beat. That's always been the way professional football is, bizarrely. You know, I think we're waiting for another couple of callers. Here we go. Hello, how we doing?
Hello. No bad, mate, yourself.
Are you with
Hello.
us? Hello.
I am, I.
Are you back with us?
I am. Cheers, dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. On you go, mate. Make your point on the football.
Right, well, I've got to agree with this. I've got to agree with what Jimmy says, because half of these people, whether Galston, £3.5 million, £3.5 million, the Brighton supporters, right, said he was the best player since sliced bread, right? How can he and Tavernier wear our shirt with honour and respect? They don't even have respect for Gerrard.
I think we've also
And I
been joined
totally agree with you. I totally agree with Jimmy what he says, because at the end of the day, Jimmy is one of us, same as what yous are on the panel, same as what thousands of that all over the world, New Zealand, America, wherever you want to travel, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm saying is, I hurt, right? I was on with my brother this morning, right? And you know my brother, Andy, right? 4.5 hours. And you know what my woman says to me? She says, "You're all right in your head."
She's got a point, hasn't she? She's got a point.
She says,
is she related to my wife? She says the same as me.
Well, all the women are the same. You know that, Jimmy, don't you?
Oh, do mate, aye.
You know what I mean? I'm not right in my head, but I love Rangers. I love Rangers. I love Rangers with a passion that my mum and my dad brought me up with. The same as yourself. I love this. I love Rangers from the grave to the cradle, from the cradle to the cradle.
All right, Shuggy, we've also been joined by Alan. Evening, Alan.
All right, mate. How are you?
How we doing, mate?
No, could be better than if I got to give my thing.
It's turned into a self-help group, mate. Help me, Alan. Help me. How did we get in a slump?
But I've got, my point of view is, I was at the game last night. Obviously, I'm a season ticket holder, and I was at the game last night. What can I go to me last night is last night we did at the 8th minute, we did that big cheer in the stadium. We sit for Gerrard and support him. But after the whistle went, that would say a lot. Van Doon couldn't be running down the tunnel any quicker. And only one player that stood in the middle of the park getting accepted. The vile language gets flung towards him was one of the young defenders. It was Edmondson, I think it is. That young boy, Edmondson, was the only one that stood out in the middle of the park last night and applauding the fans and saying basically, he looked right at him towards my end and the audience went, sorry. And that's, to me, that's also what's that showing, like, for leadership. The manager should be on the park, like, saying sorry, and along with the captain. The other two that lead by example, not even to a young boy to take the vileness, saying sorry to the fans and getting round clapping, and while the rest of them bugger off to get ready and go and live lifestyles and stuff like that, where people like you or I and others out there, they find it hard to afford these season tickets, to give them the life of luxury. I'm not having any more. I'm done to a certain degree with this regime at the moment.
Frustrated, Alan, and people, when you go and see a movie and the ending keeps, you keep watching the same movie, it becomes very frustrating. Bridgman.
I just think, like, if Gerrard wants to hold his head up high, and if we don't win, but obviously Thursday, and they came here and they demolish us, and we basically get at Ibrox, and depending on obviously as well the results go at the weekend. Like if we draw or could be after Ross County and Celtic win, next Sunday's a big game for Celtic to win basically 1 week at Ibrox, more or less, and that is embarrassing to me. We're giving your rivals a glimmer of funny to come to our stadium and win a game to win a game and go, there you go.
I think what we're looking for is for some answers, and I don't think we're going to get them till the season's done. Bridgman.
You're absolutely right. We won't get them till the season's done in all probability. We're grasping at straws. my honest opinion, as I've said before, I think that all these players will be sitting there wondering what on earth's happened to them, because the fall from grace from just at the new year there right to now is, by the way, it's been massive. A fall from grace by our players, and every one of them. No, you can't just pick any out and say it's always him or it's always him. No, every one of them, and I'm including the goalkeeper because he was losing the plot a bit last night and ended up getting booked. And I don't say he was right or wrong, so I'm not a right or wrong person at the moment. As far as I'm concerned, we all need to start pulling our socks up, doing what we need to do on the pitch, because it's on the pitch. That's where they live and breathe and get paid for, and they're not doing it. No way near are they doing it, and that they need to get a hold of themselves. And they must be hurting. They've got to be, and it's up to the coaching staff and the manager to nurse them if that's what's necessary and get them back in. Because if we go up the weekend, we go up to Ross County. If we don't beat Ross County, oh my God, they will never be able to recover, because then we've got 3 games in a row within 7 days, 3 massive games, and we need some form, we need some momentum, we need some pride in our game and all the rest of it. We haven't got that. We need to get it. I don't know how we're going to get it as quickly as that, but we're going to have to get it. To me, another thing that's getting to me is that we all work hard to afford our season tickets and stuff like that. We have been out the league and all that stuff, and granted and stuff for years. But that, and City have won these nine league titles. A lot of people would make say it's tainted, and that to me, I'm a realist and I'm a Rangers fan, and I love Rangers to the day I die. But that they thought it was won by them and they were earned by them. The downfall of Rangers was down to our board and our poor management. We've got to realise that they played the games, they won them, they won the trophies. We've got to have a manager that we're bringing in. It's going to be strong enough to stop 10 in a row, and that's what I think.
Is the manager there for you to know?
To me, no, really. I've never been a big Gerrard fan. I just think he's good. He's good and to me, he's good for the European stage. He's won everything in Europe that he can win. But league for him and the rest of it, no. I just feel that he's sometimes he can get a bit too short. And to me, when his interviews on the TV as well, it's like he's just pulling like calling cards to say, oh, that's what I'll say today. That's what I'll say today. Like at the weekend, it was him who put the narrative after the Hearts game, and it's not just we've been beaten twice by 2 bottom teams. We've been beaten 3 times, once in the league and once in the Scottish Cup, the bottom league team, and then last night. It was Gerrard himself that was putting the narrative and the press's head of him maybe wanting his time to resign and all that stuff. No wonder people ran away and were making silly rumours up about it, because he's putting the narrative in their mind. He should realise that himself. It's not mean they look stupid.
Results will get managers as that. Wheels.
Aye, exactly.
Aye, Wheels. Can you come, Wheels? How do we get this slump?
Well, for me, Ox, it's quite simple. You can make all the personnel changes that you want. The one thing that needs to change is the heart. It's quite simple. Do you know what I mean? You can have any one of them.
You can't go to a shop and buy that off the shelf, mate.
No, I know that. But it doesn't matter who's on that park if they've not got the fight ability and all that, isn't it enough to see you through?
Well, Can I come in there, Roxy?
On you go, Shug.
Please. Right, I'm going to say one thing, and I don't mean to be derogatory to anybody. Over the last years, we've had Warburton as a manager who's English, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to English people at all, because my partner's English, right? Do they really understand the Scottish passion and the Scottish heritage and the British heritage that we have as a club, and our badge and everything that it simplifies and emphasises? Bill Struth was the man that built that foundation. Have we got that anymore?
I don't know if we have. I'm going to say that Big Al, who's in Australia.
No, I think that's lost. I think that's modern football. Actually, you can't make these guys. They're 15 grand a week. It's in the bank whether they're.
Excuse me, Al, but you've got to have you.
Aye, but I don't play for Rangers. I'm not a soccer player. It'd be great if you could get me, Jimmy, Oxchair, and all us playing. We'd get pumped every week, but we'd get 100%. Yeah.
Exactly, mate. Same as myself. Same as myself.
How Ronald McDonald for McDonald's apparently at the back. He might do a better job than that clown Golson in Tavernier at the moment.
Listen,
I know, but what you are asking is if they've got it. I mean, it's very hard to motivate a millionaire. Huh? I mean, they jump out and jump in their Lamborghini and go to their penthouse flat. There's nothing to what. No, but I'm just saying, it's very hard to motivate See, if you take Steven Gerrard himself, I mean, if Steven Gerrard was a plumber, an electrician, or a joiner, he'd still be playing football because he had a passion to play football, like maybe say a Beckham or a Zidane and that, or even maybe Messi.
Aye.
But there's other players that are. It's just a wage, like if that makes sense.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
The passion, I think a lot of the passion has left it, and it's unfortunate that because if you go back to Bridges' day, and what I think Bridges alluding to as well is that when he's seen players, they played for the team, they played for the badge. It's very difficult to find these types of players, or at least a living of their players. Let's
put it this way then, Al, right, and I don't mean to go down this road, right, but I've got a slight inflection. If I could play football, I'd kick you off the fucking park. If you were playing against me, mate.
What's your language, mate? Keep the language down, guys. Come on.
Where are you based in Leeds?
No, I'm in Hartlepool, mate.
Oh,
but I'm a Rangers man through and through.
How's that chimpanzee?
Oh, well, it's not a chimpanzee, mate.
How's
You've got it right. You've got it wrong, Al. It's not a chimpanzee, pal.
He was dressed as...
It's a hanging monkey. It's a hanging monkey. It's a hanging monkey.
You've got it right. It was a monkey.
It's a hanging monkey, mate, not a chimpanzee.
Right, boys.
They dressed a chimpanzee up as Napoleon, man.
Listen, Al, I love you a bit.
Great.
Because you won't let me in. I love you a bit, Sal. You're brand new, mate. You're brand new. You take care too, mate.
Alright, no worries, mate.
Jeff, help me with this.
I didn't mean no defence, sir. I didn't mean any defence, by the way, boy.
No. Hey, all the best, brother.
We are the people.
Yes.
We are the people, Al. We are the people, son.
I do think that Steven Gerrard realises and knows what's happening up here, obviously, because he's been doing south for all the years and he knows what Rangers Celtic's about. I know that there's people who say that, and don't shoot me doing this. Some people say he has in the past he's had an allegiance to the Puddle Drinkers. It's a place that he visited quite regular when he was a Liverpool player. That didn't cloud my judgment. I saw it was an opportunity that Rangers could bring a name, and I compared them to when Graham Souness came. I was pleased about that. But what's puzzled me is the way that the players don't seem to want to play for whatever reason, if that is right. I did say at the very start that I was amazed that Gary McAllister was involved. I've never rated Gary McAllister as a player. I just thought he was one of the lucky players. The backroom staff, there's another 7 or 8 of them. I just can't get my head around that. I don't think Steven Gerrard is instilling any passion in the club. And for me, that means then he gets one more season. Only if we don't get beat or if we don't win against Ross County, right? Again, you'll get shot down here. I'd sack him on Monday. If he gets beat by Ross County on Sunday, sack him. And that's the end of story. You can't get beat by or even get a draw against Ross County. I know people say, but we've got the Leverkusen game. Sack him and bring somebody else in. Because it's not working. And
Yeah, I think it's plain to anybody that listens to the show, JFK, that you want him to go.
I do want him to go, but I want to give him a chance. I want to give him a chance
You can't help it, boys. If you think it's time for him to go, it's time for him to go. That's your opinion.
What I'm saying is, if he can win on Sunday and keep going, I'm under the illusion. I watched Bayer Leverkusen last week, the whole game.
We're no favourites for that tie.
No, they're the best team ever going to play under Steven Gerrard in Europe, and that includes Porto and Braga, Rapid Vienna, all A teams, right? But I'm telling you, if we can win every game in the league up to the end of the season and finish at a reasonable second, which we'll finish second anyway, but that's a given, then let's see what happens next season. But if he starts wrapping silly points again, then he's got to go for me.
I think the pressure really on him going forward, but we'll see. Listen, there's a lot of people asked to hear the Andy Howland interview.
Yeah, let's hear.
So if you get yourself in mute, we'll hear from Andy just because of what he stood up and was counted.
Right.
It's probably one of the lowest since I've been here. And I've had my fair share of low moments since I've been at the football club, but it's especially more difficult when we put ourselves in obviously a good position at the turn of the winter break, and for it to fall apart very quickly is obviously very bitterly disappointing. All I can do is, and I know it's empty words, but on behalf of all the players, all we can do is just offer a complete sincere apologies, because the performances, like I said, for the winter break's been absolutely miles off it. For 5-6 months we've looked so dangerous, and still in European competition we're performing really well, but domestically it's just it's a completely different Rangers, and it's a special club, and it's a heavy jersey, and right now we're not feeling it. For 6 months they were doing ever so well, and any task that was flung their way they were combating it and coming across really, really well, but it's just now I think we just look short of confidence. To be honest, I think Hamilton deserved to take something for the game, but my feeling was once they went 1-0 up, I just feared for us, because I thought our confidence looked short up until then, and I just didn't see it turning quickly, and a couple of chances that don't fall away, but regardless I don't think we deserve to win the game anyway.
Is the concern now that the manager's already said that things might have to change in the summer, that there's going to be guys in that dressing room fearing for their future?
Everyone should be. It's as simple as that. If you're at a big club, you're judged on the results and the performances you put in on a week-to-week basis, and does that mean 10 weeks? 10 weeks isn't a blip. 10 weeks is that's a complete turn in fortune. So if you're not performing for 10 weeks, then pretty soon your position in the team is going to come under question. So far too many have underperformed for a long period of time, so for fans to have a go and whatnot, they're more than willing to do so.
Well said, Andy Halliday. Well said.
Yep, 100%, mate. 100%. Yeah, lads, can I make a point?
I don't go, mate.
What it is to me is like I just feel that see that obviously the brushing the stuff with Gerrard and how poor he's clearly been and the players and all that, and like after the games it seems to be like we've got an hour angry. It seems to me that everything gets brushed under the carpet very quickly, and to me that know-how is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I don't want us as fans again falling flat in our face for that know-how be all getting brushed under the carpet again. And to me, I think it's heading that way because one, we lost Mark Allen, and all that stuff. The chairman is in the middle of a stepping down. Obviously, it's going to still be the majority shareholder and stuff like that. So it seems to be like all that's getting brushed underneath the carpet as well. And Rangers fans like myself we all love the club. We all go out and work our butts off to earn money that we've not got to put into our family life, into a club like we love in Rangers. And that's what I'm asking for is just for a bit of silver there and a bit of appreciation and return, which we're not getting. And they've got to start getting the finger out and doing it pretty soon, because if they don't blow the keys, they haven't done the doing outside the stadium and just walk away and leave it, because we're not getting the passion back like we're putting into the club, and that's the truth.
On you come, Port, up until the 29th of December, in fact, up until the 26th of January to be played. Stranraer, everybody thought that the world was rosy in the Rangers garden. And then Fox. Did you think we were playing badly up to then?
I just felt it was obviously the following season. Yeah, we were playing obviously supposedly that's great and all that stuff. If we're playing great for the start of the season to then that's then probably the start of December, end of December, into January. Well, what does that say? We're only a half a season team. But
it does at the moment, mate. That's what it's telling us at the moment.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Alan, 57 points up for grabs. We collected 50 points in the first half of the season. Since then, I think it's 27 points. We've collected 15. That's like driving a bustle for Cliff, mate. So if you don't look at that and think we're a half a season team and take into cognizance what happened last season as well in the second half of the well, that's what it tells you. It's not getting away from the fact that this team, since they came back from Dubai, have been an absolute shambles, mate. There's not getting away from it.
Exactly, mate. And I just think that as fans, constantly, Rangers are always bleeding poverty to the fans. Help us out. We're just looking for a bit more in return. Come out and tell us the truth what actually happened in Dubai instead of having it's all fighting with each other and clamming with each other and rumours and stuff like that. Come out and tell us what actually happened in Dubai.
You'll never hear the right story to people are finished, mate. And by the way, whatever happens at your work, it doesn't get put everywhere in the media, does it?
No, exactly. I'm finished.
Well, at the end of the day, if something happens at their work and there's a fallout, they've got their rights as well.
To me, I'm too. It could be dangerous. I know that for somebody if I've been too passionate about their club.
Listen, there's no many more passionate people than all the people we meet on here. Some tremendous bears. You've got Bridgeman, who bleeds red, white, and blue. Exactly. Yeah. You should see the slippers he's got. A man at his age with Rangers slippers. It's unbelievable.
That's private stuff.
Sorry.
You can give me a shot of them. They may be magic. They bunch.
Magic slippers. But everybody's hurting, mate. Everybody's hurting because we can't put our finger on it. Port Bear.
Oh, so I've been sitting. We've been talking. I've been sitting there. Just solutions. I think what's happened is, mate, through this season, when it's came to the crunch, after the 29th, when you really need to turn the screw and go and shoot a championship, I think Gerrard's finally found out we ain't got players. We've got some, but we ain't got enough players that can get us over that title line. And what I mean by that is, see it last night, that shower, what's across the road, they were absolutely rank bottom, but they still got 2 each. We ain't got players like that. I think I'm going to say this, I'm still with Gerrard. I think he's going to be given one more season. I think he needs to be backed with some serious investment to give him a fighting chance, Ox, a silverware. And what I mean by serious investment, no more projects, mate. Players between 25 to 30 that's been there, done it, wore a t-shirt. In my view, Ox, there are players that are not up to task. Gerrard should know by now what it takes to win your league, and he probably knows also who's not with him. And what I mean by who's not with him, as in who's not capable of putting in them winning performances and showing him that fight to get a title over the line. That's what we lack, mate. That winning mentality and that extra bit of class.
Paul, can I ask you? Can I use?
Sorry.
Let Bridge come in, Alan. Let Bridge come in.
I just want to ask a question. See, since Christmas time or since the New Year when we beat them, we've said on this programme many times that the shall we say the charge of them, their PR company, they're gunning for us, and they get heavier and heavier every week. The press, the media, everything about the media, all the pundits were out. Do you think that's then to do with the lack of, shall we say, guile, where players that think they've caved into the pressure?
Probably, I think that's a big thing. See with all the you know, there's Bridgman, you're a big advocate on our Scottish media against their team, right? And I back you 110% on that. These players aren't used to that type of pressure. Some of these players have never seen out a league title or even a cup run to get you up to the. I'll give you an example. The final we lost, we were cheated. They've never been in them situations before, and whenever the gauntlet's thrown down to them, mate, we've not got enough of that type of player to get us over the line. And I just think, I keep talking about types on here, that's the type we need. No more projects, no more loan players. Players bought with serious investment that's going to take us to the next level. Classier players that will get us there. I keep saying it. One of my ones that I would take for a start on a free transfer at the moment, 30 years of age, Adam Lallana. That's the sort of class I would like to see at Rangers. He's been there doing it at Liverpool and he's won a fair amount. A winner, he knows what it's like. Players of that like, I would like to see at Ibrox. That's how you move forward.
Would you trust the manager with money?
I heard you last night, listened to the archives, mate, and I do understand what you're saying. But remember how these directors of football works, mate. These guys are bringing targets to Gerrard, right?
Yeah.
Gerrard's not got the ultimate say, right? They'll bring him
Well,
targets.
he did say that. He did say that. No, he said that. I'm sure he said that at the beginning when he came in. That he's a man. He's a man.
But he's not the man. He doesn't get. He'll get a target. Say it's a striker. They'll give him 3 names. He might get.
I understand how it works.
I like the old style where Walter Smith would go and scout a player and he bought that player. I like that sort of style. And that way the manager's picking his own men. He gets to speak to
So
him.
basically, the manager's hands are tied then.
I don't like that.
That's modern football again, Alan, the point that you made earlier on. And you come, JFK.
I know you keep saying it's only hearsay and that, but no, as I say, we've all got wee sources and we hear things from time to time.
Just as well I don't hear all the stories I hear about you.
Well, hey.
To be honest with you, lads, hold on. I think, to me...
Alan, just wait a minute. JFK was talking there. Just let him carry on.
I'd heard that the Mark Allen, Ross Wilson thing was taken Mark Allen's hands. Mark Allen's, I've been told, was actually sacked.
Oh, that's no surprise, is it? No,
it's no surprise. No, would that account for some of the things that's happened? But it's maybe the gaffer's not happy.
No, the story
Players
was that
getting brought in.
The story was at the time that he was tasked to move so many players on. He bring wages down and bring money in, and he failed miserably.
Well, it was said that it was family reasons, but obviously, it wasn't a mutual consent or anything. But I mean, I'm with Big Al. I mean,
what a couple that would be.
That would be, hey. There wouldn't be many
imagine
prisoners
the babies,
left.
Jimmy, eh?
I imagine the babies, mate.
The babies.
Big, muscly, fat guys.
Imagine trying to feed them.
I know. We're going to choose for that. I honestly, if we don't perform to the rest of the season, I wouldn't trust Steven Gerrard next season with the money that we would probably need. Now, here I'm going to ask you all a question. The money subject's come up. How much money do you think it would take to get our squad back to what we hope it could be next season? Just name a figure you think. Whether you think our players were 20 million or 30 million, what do you think would take?
I think you're talking about maybe 3 or 4 players, maybe £4 million, mate.
Aye.
And then you're maybe talking about another 3 or 4 players, maybe freeze, etc. with experience. Yep. You're maybe talking about now we need to bring in about 8 players. But you wouldn't have dreamt that back in December. I'm being honest. Rudy Bear.
I'm probably thinking, I'll give you a figure, Jimmy, somewhere between 20 and 25 for me. Because up until December, I thought another 2-3 players of real quality were nearly there. And nearly just another 2-3 players, real quality though, Jimmy, and And I think we talked about it often enough on here, quality as opposed to quantity.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like that now, Jimmy? Does it? It looks
No.
like when you have to replace 3/4 of a team. And
Aye.
actually, it's like that, I said earlier on, when Port was making a point, I said it's like we've driven a bus off a cliff edge here. So we have, since January.
Yeah.
And now, I've completely changed how I think. It's no 2 or 3 anymore, Jimmy.
No.
You're talking at least, as Ox says there, probably at least 4 first-team players of real quality, and then you're probably talking about another 3 or 4 players who are going to be either on your bench or right in the fringes of your first team, who are going to have to hit the ground running. And for me, you only get that if you spend money, Jimmy. So, unfortunately for me, I've come to a realisation, as I said, I'll give you a figure, 20 to 25 million for me now.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
That's what I think, Jimmy.
Dogs of war we need. I don't think the quality thing, very difficult to get that. It's boys with heart.
Both. You can get both. You can get players of quality with heart as well. But unfortunately, Alan, you pay money for the players. They don't come cheap.
If they could only wait maybe about 20 years to me and Jimmy's babies mature.
Aye, that
quality.
Definitely. I've totally agree with you, pal.
I said last week that I thought that Rangers required.
Oh, Bridges on mute. When you come, mate.
To me, did you switch me out there?
If I did, it was by mistake, mate. I would never do
sorry, pal. Sorry. I was saying that as far as I'm concerned, last week I said it, we need 4 or 5 players, and I would start with 4 in my mind, but they need to be quality. If we can't go and get the same level of players that we've got now, we need to get better. No matter what it is, they have to come in better, fitter, faster, you name it. They need to be better than we've got. And I would start with 4 anyway.
Just to let you know, Big Al, if you come back in, mate, we were getting some interference with you. That's how you were dropped out the call. On you go, Alan.
To me, I think it's going to be I think we're looking at is the scouting department better. A wee bit, because for 2 seasons in a row now, we've seen we be getting scouted like here, said that these players and that player, and they're not working out. So I think maybe we'll have a wee look at that and see what we shake up.
Alan, that's down to money again, mate. The scouting department will be told, right, this is the budget. This is what your remit, and they've worked to that remit. If you're talking about bringing, a player like a ball winner, a midfield ball winner, right? We're missing a ball winner, right? So you want somebody with a certain amount of skill. You want a real back, a real, somebody who'll throw yourself into tackles to win balls for 90 minutes in the middle of the midfield. Players like that don't come cheap. I want Arturo Vidal at the club, mate, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. You know what I mean? I love Arturo Vidal. What a player!
But I think that's where we're missing it as well.
This is the point. They have
if we had a player like Scott Brown type, ex-player in the middle of the park, I think that's because Rangers need something that's going to get into the faces, but it's going to take money, and where's the money coming from? We don't know.
Exactly.
But the thing is, guys, see if you bring in a few players of that quality, sometimes that can give the current squad the lift that it's needed. And what also happens is you bring in a nucleus of, a good quality of player, it lifts everybody else, because then the training becomes harder. You're training against a higher quality of player every week. So, the actual squad that they get, the ones you've got, I know you've all got other ones, but the ones you're going to keep, they will improve with training every day with better players. We've seen it when he took over for Dyler's team. That was the same team that Dyler had, and he made them into a completely different squad. We adding a few of his own. So I'm not saying it's a mass clear out. It's an influx of quality we need to have.
Do you know what worries me? Do you know what worries me about recruitment? And I don't like going at individual players. If anybody thought that boy Brandon Barker was good enough to play for us, that's a worry.
Ox, can I ask you something on that? Right? Can I ask Stefano? Do any of you think Brandon Barker is better than Jordan Jones? Because why is Jordan Jones not getting
disappeared, mate? There's something happened. He's disappeared, Jones.
But I think these are sort of stupid mistakes Gerard's making, because I go, right, Gerard, think of your own job. Brandon Barker has done nothing. At least Jones gave us a wee bit of time and showed glimpses of what he's capable of. Put him on the bench and just see what he can do for you.
Send Jimmy on. Murphy's on and we've got Brandon Barker. That's just nonsensical to me.
That's what I mean, mate. That's what I mean.
Brandon Barker.
Played really well against us, pal, for Hibs. Played really well for Hibs.
Well, I've heard obviously about Jordan Jones. It's like the only reason he's not been found with Gerrard is because he's walking about like Billy Big was at the training. The big who look at me, and I think Gerrard's been impressed with that. That's what I've heard.
Might be the case. There's players that managers don't like. You always get that bit.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. There's a few that are walking about in training and walking about like look at me, being pretty flashy, and I don't think he's like that. So that's why he's kind of like no. But they've got to realise that it's a privilege and to play for a club like Rangers. We're a club that's founded in loads of history. We've got the best. We've got the I don't give a shit what anyone says in the world. We've got the best fan base in the planet. Walking and fans.
Oh,
we're loyal. And
we're good at walking. We're fans. We're good at walking.
We'll walk to the hills and back, and the moon and back, and plus it doesn't matter how bad our home lives are for money. We'll still get your club and all that stuff, and that's why that it should be. But we've got to be getting it back, and as I said before, on the other hand, there you go, lads. Thanks very much for your support. They're a trophy at the end of it.
Well, we're frustrated with that this now. If you give somebody a stick with a ball on the end of it, he'll keep us walking for miles.
Absolutely, mate. You give me that, just get the flutes going and I'll be dancing around the street for you, pal. Mark's behind me, and then get the other man who's into the bonds, the whiskey bond and the flute bond.
Well, I walked in Govan Road with a flute band and anytime I needed, I did no problem. For nothing. I'm a goalkeeper. I'll play for you, so I'll go and goals for nothing for them. They don't need to pay me nothing.
You know, there are many thousands of Rangers fans would do exactly what you've said, and actually fans of other teams as well. That's how devoted they are to their club, that they would actually, if necessary, would actually play for nothing. And sometimes we can't understand why these high-priced players don't play. And if you watch that game, if you were at Ibrox that game, I'm sure there was hundreds of thousands of people all over the world watching that as well, wondering what on earth has happened to you. That's what they're wondering.
I was sitting last night. Sorry to keep cutting on. I was sitting next to a young kid last night. Obviously talking to goalkeepers. I was sitting next to a wee boy last night. And see the way that McGregor ran it towards Golson last night, and the way that the ferociousness of him. And to be honest, it's been needed, but I think the players have got to watch to a certain degree what their family doing, because I think there's the wee boy was kind of like I feel saying to his dad, like, "What's happening, Dad?" That's kind of frightening me. But obviously his dad spoke to the wee boy and said that it's understandable that this needs to happen, son. And it's I'm sorry to say that to you, son, but it needs to happen.
I said that earlier, that McGregor has to watch what he's doing and the way he's doing it and on the pitch, because he could easily get a red card the way he carries on sometimes. But can I also say that the young, you speak about young players, they had a couple of young players playing for them last night in their team. And we played against Hart, and had that young boy Hickey that plays for Hearts. I think he's not even 18 yet. So we're playing against teams that got a lot of good youngsters in their team. And we look at our team, I know some of our boys are still young, but we don't have any real youngsters. We don't have any teenagers that we know of that are really knocking on the door.
That's another problem with the club. No,
I'm just saying.
No, it is a problem. You've just highlighted it. It's a big problem. They had a player last night. One second. They had a player last night that went on a trial for 4 days down to Brighton and came up and played against Rangers. That's the kind of spirit we need in the team.
Anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening, and it's over to Mr. Bridgman.
Well, what can I say? What a fantastic night. Once again, Oxter, well done. Absolutely brilliant night tonight. Great discussions, obviously very sad, and about the way we're playing, and we're all still greeting and moaning about it. But we have to, somewhere along the line, we have to pull our socks up and just march forward. But can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio, every single one is, get the chin up, chest out, let's go for it. Keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need us. And my God, do they need us now. Keep it going.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody joining us in the panel. Thanks to the boys who took the time to call in. Thanks to everybody for listening. This is Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11 talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Old School Blue and Fox.
Across the broad Pacific shore, I sailed around the stormy capes and heard the forties roar. And wide the Indian Ocean, I sailed the China Sea. But there's a sea back home in Scotland, more than all the rest of me. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my God. It's the greenest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my God. And it's not on the really just clear green. No more I'll sail the seven seas, no more I'll ever roam. No more I'll feel the urge again, I'm back where I belong. And 3 o'clock each Saturday I'll join the mighty throng. With flags and banners all around, I'll proudly sing this song. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my God. It's the greenest sight that I have ever seen. The blue, blue, blue sea of my God. And it's not on the lyric that we are seen. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of my God. It's the greenest sight that I